picture this. You're in a van packed with fellow FFA chapter members headed to Indianapolis for National FFA Convention and Expo. Except this trip is just a little bit different. You're in a van with a National Agri-Science Fair qualifier. This was Leah and I during our junior and senior years of high school.
We had some great times on that journey, getting lost with our GPS Miranda at the Indianapolis airport, staying in sketchy hotels, and having many laughs along the way. We've traveled many miles with Ella, and each of them has been memorable.
So now, picture this. It's April 2021, and from the Grundy Center FFA chapter gets called across the speakers in the Wells Fargo Arena as the new state officers are announced. Ella has thrived during her year of service to this organization and truly made the most of it.
As Ella's big sisters, we've seen her come from the National Qualifying Agri-Science Fair student to a prospering high school student and become a gal who's got a heart of gold.
Today, we're proud to introduce to you our friend and sister,
and your 2021-2022 North Central District Vice President, Ella Hommel.
Well, I went down to the Grundy County auction where I saw something I just had to have. My mind told me I should proceed with caution, but my heart said go ahead and make a bid on that. And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine online. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call.
Who here likes to run? All right, I see like 2 of you out there. Well, back in middle school, junior high Ella decided that she wanted to try cross country. Middle school Ella did not know what she was getting herself into. I mean, come on, look at her. Does that girl look like she knows what she's doing? I learned a lot of things that fall, like the importance of remembering to bring my cross-country shoes to practice and how amazing team pasta dinners are. But more than anything else, I learned what it meant to chase down kindness. It all started on a roasting hot August afternoon. My 7th grade self had just arrived at my very first cross-country practice, and I was ready to crush this practice and impress all my brand new coaches. What I didn't know was that the high school team and the junior high team practiced together. My stomach started turning with knots as I realized that all of these older runners were going to watch me at my first practice. As I stood on the starting line, I got the sinking feeling that this wasn't going to be quite as easy as I had hoped. As we took off, my little 7th grade legs tried to keep up, but pretty soon my run turned into a slow jog. Now, I want you to picture this. It's a roasting hot August afternoon on that trail, and the sweat is dripping down my forehead and stinging my eyes. As I try to take just one more step forward, my feet are getting heavier and heavier to pick up. I look around me and realize everyone has passed me. I am completely alone on this trail. In that moment, I was exhausted from the heat. I was so tired from the workout. And most of all, I was embarrassed that I was going to finish last in front of the coaches I wanted to impress. As I turned the very last corner of the trail, I saw one of the older varsity runners waiting for me, and when he saw me, he started to jog with me. I thought to myself, why would this talented runner, who doesn't even know me, come back from the finish line and help me get there for no reason? Although Eli didn't know me, he still took the step to come back and encourage me and help me get to the finish line that day. As we crossed the finish line, he gave me a high five and told me something I'll never forget. We don't leave teammates behind. You see, in that moment, although he may not have known, Eli's simple act of encouraging me meant the world to me. It wasn't convenient for him, and he didn't gain anything from it. But Eli's kindness changed my perspective that day. FFA members, sometimes we can get so lost in running our own race that we can forget to look around and see how we can serve others. Maybe we think that we don't have what it takes to help someone. Or maybe we see someone struggling and it's just easier to look the other way and pretend we didn't see them. Maybe we think it's not convenient or that we don't have the time to help someone. I know I can be guilty of those things. But imagine what our lives would look like if every time we saw someone who needed kindness and encouragement, we went that extra mile for them. Now, okay, where are my people who do like to run at? All right. Well, it took me a little bit to figure out, but I went back to cross-country practice, and another grueling August rolled around. Another sweltering practice, another exhausting run. We had just finished a long practice, and we were doing our very last stretches for the day. Our coach gathered us together and told us he had something to share. Our teammate Eli had been diagnosed with a form of cancer and would have to take time off from college to be treated. In that moment, our team realized that we had the opportunity to give Eli back some of the kindness that he gave us so that he could fight a much larger battle than the cross-country course. As we sent a get well soon card, I thought back to Eli's words on the trail. We don't leave teammates behind. Although Eli was in college, he was still our teammate, and we were still thinking of him. I let him know on that card that we were thinking of him and we knew he would win his battle. As we sent off that card with all of our teammates' notes on it, I hoped that our words of encouragement would mean the same as the kindness he showed to others. We all have someone in our lives who has shown us an act of kindness and encouragement. Just like we showed Eli kindness on his winning battle with cancer, everyone has shown us an act of kindness at some point in our lives. Maybe it's a friend, family member, or teammate. Maybe it's someone we just met at convention today. No matter who it is, we need to be that person for someone else. Whether we feel like we're on top of the mountain or like running a race we can't finish, a little encouragement can go a long way. Today, I try to be the type of friend and teammate that will cheer you on your race and run alongside you no matter what you're going through. I try to chase down kindness. FFA members, if you see someone who needs your kind words, go out of your way to give it to them. If you see someone who deserves a compliment, tell them. When it's convenient and when it's not, if you see someone who needs your help, go out of your way for them. Iowa FFA, chase down kindness.
I'm here for a good time. I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.